Hello everyone. So, should you be looksmaxing as a man? Is this guy named Clavicular who has popularized the idea of looksmaxing, right? Primarily for attracting women to gain more status, I assume, in life as well, and get more opportunities, right? Now, is this something you really want to focus on as a man? My opinion is to a degree, all right? Not to an obsessive degree, which he's taking it completely to, all right? Where he's talking about bone smashing, taking drugs just not to eat, like at a very unhealthy level, right? Making it his obsession to be the best looking person there is. And it really, really is very shallow, in my opinion. It is really shallow, but to each their own, right? Now, where it does matter to a degree is how you present yourself in life, right? For me, for instance, I always try to make my hair. I take a shower every day. I train. Um, I go for walks. Like I do things that are healthy for my body overall. I wear a nice shirt. I try to wear a watch. Simple things. Am I by any means looks maxing or focus on that, or like my ratio of my nose or my chin or you know my ears or anything like that? No, and I don't think you should be. I don't think as a man you should be. Uh, it is by nature of feminine trait to try to obsess over your looks. That's what women do to attract mates, usually by wearing makeup, trying to fix certain facial features and things like that. As a man, that's not really where your value is. At least that's what I believe. I believe more in character maxing, right? Building your character is something sustainable. And we have to also remember, guys, that looks fade. Looks can change as well. All right. So I would advise people to, and this is how I'm living as well, and it's been working for me, to focus on character maxing. Becoming the man that is capable of providing, of being healthy, of being strong, of being prosperous, all right, of living with purpose each and every single day. What does that look like? It looks like showing up toward the habits that are good for your life. It looks like creating goals. It looks like having a vision. It looks like thinking for yourself and strategizing your future and working toward that future, right? That's character maxing. That's really what I try to focus on. And I think it's the best way to do it because looks maxing is very shallow, guys. It's extremely shallow. I'm not gonna say that it wasn't needed in society at this point, because from one perspective, the pendulum has sort of switched or swung too far to where a lot of men are extremely um what's the word I'm looking for? English is not my first language. Unhygienic, right? Unhygienic. And some, we have like 30-year-old men that are sitting in their basement playing video games, being very overweight and not showering, not taking care of themselves. And it's like a male loneliness epidemic of sort as well. A lot of men feel lonely. And I think this extreme form of looks maxing sort of was needed to get men to wake up. Like, you should take care of how you look, but don't take it to that extreme. All right, balance it out. Like, sure, have a shower, like go to the gym, um, dress well, right? Like basic common sense, but common sense is not common. You know what I mean? But doing these things, that's gonna already make you stand out a little bit from the crowd. Because most men don't even dress up nowadays. You know, I don't see a lot of men like wearing shirts. To be honest with you, a lot of these wearing t-shirts, and it's nothing wrong with that, but I'm saying, like, if you want to stand out a little bit from the crowd, doing something simple like that is gonna help. So that is it's that thing, right? Like, just doing the thing to stand out a little bit from the rest of the crowd in terms of getting more attraction, you know, and being more respectable and being more respected from other people as well. Now, does Looksmaxxing really play a role in how attractive you are to women? I suppose it does initially, like the first interaction, the first meeting, and things like that. But if it's nothing behind the looks, if it's no character, if it's no intellect there, if it's no interesting personality, if it's not an adventurous spirit, if it's just good looks with a bunch of insecurities inside of the mind, you know, that's not going to be attractive. It's very shallow. It's sort of like a mask that's going to drop very quickly. And women are very good at sensing your character. Not only how you look, they're good at sensing your character. Like, does this guy really have the strength of character? Can he handle pressure? You know, or is it just only obsessed of how he looks? And that comes across as insecure. You know, is there something more to this than just looks? That's where your character is. Think of it like this. Looksmaxxing is sort of like it's like a shallow mask, right? And I'm not saying that mask is whether good or bad. I'm just saying that's what it is. Like, your looks is like a mask. And can that mask get people more attracted to you? Sure, it can. Absolutely. But beneath that mask, or behind that mask, that's your character. That's your intellect. That's who you are. Who are you when people spend time with you over a long period of time? You know, when people get to know you. Do you have interesting stories to tell? Do you have an interesting lifestyle? You know, things like these are way, way more important. Do you have core confidence? Are you kind to people? You know what I mean? Like, these things are way more important. Like, the character outweighs your looks almost always, guys, except for first impressions. It's like reading a book. People do judge the books by its cover, even though you shouldn't, right? But people do. So take generally good care of how you look. But should you look smacks? Nah, I don't think it's the right way of doing it. You know what I mean? It's too shallow. There's more to life. Building skills, building character, building relationships, learning who you are, you know, studying things, getting better at life. We got to realize this as well, guys. Like, life is something that we can get better at living. You know, it's not only about how we look. Like, life is so mysterious. It has so many different areas of where you can go in life. You can travel, like, you can explore different countries. You can live in different countries. You can get better at different skills. You can learn new things. Like, there is so much to do in life that fulfills you and builds your character. So stop obsessing over the body and how you appear all the time. Like, it's not that big of a deal. It's too much self-absorption. Try to absorb yourself in learning a craft, in learning a skill, in studying a book, in having a good conversation with another human, you know, and learning an instrument. Try to absorb yourself outside of this facade. That's how you're going to feel much better in life, guys. And yeah, I suppose that's it for today's video. And yeah, let's quit the looks maxing. Let's look good, of course, but let's focus on character maxing instead. All right. Have a good Saturday, everyone, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.